Wanted to embrace what it takes for it, pouring something to the world, willing to erase what I'd lose for it, to accept what I assume. So I'm pulling the anchor and drifting away, blinded by reason beyond disarray. Oh, it's what fire cannot burn. It's what fire cannot. Searching for something, guessing for nothing. Losing emotion.
Over and over. All right, so we are live, and apparently a little bit of a disaster. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Jeff the Shark Perini here on another Tuesday night live episode of The Yo Show. And we are in a technical difficulty nightmare. Jewel Tavy is backstage, was backstage. She's at a different location tonight trying to come on. She's unable to come on. I've been getting news that YouTube is going in and out. And terrific. That's absolutely amazing. Just what I love to see. Anyway, good evening to all those who can hear me, to all those who are out here. It is another live Tuesday episode of The Yo Show. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. I'm going to blow myself up there. We got to remove Jewel Tady's thing until she can get it fixed. Jewel is upstate PA for the next couple of days. Anyway, I'm here Tuesday night live on The Yo Show. Another terrific program. The number one program in all of Philadelphia. But I got to tell you, you have to make us bigger, folks. That is the goal. Make us bigger so we can get better technology so these kind of things do not happen. Because right now I'm sitting here solo. Hi, babe. My wife's in the house. Cassie Perini. Trying to get the feedback. Okay, so she can hear my voice. The microphone wasn't working for a while. Here, the speakers. She says a little static. I get that. I don't know where the static's coming from. Not a great night so far in audio land. Let's try once again and see what happens to Jewel Tady. She's backstage again. Jewel, good evening. Are we there? She froze.
Mute it.
Once.
Unmute it.
She's muted, but I can hear you, but you're going in and out. I do appreciate you coming tonight. I know you got a lot of circumstance going on that we won't even discuss. I have it here. I've had a tragic last few days, but we're making it work. And, of course, we always do here Tuesday nights on The Yo Show. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. With me, as always, the lovely, the amazing, the most beautiful face in all of podcast, webcast, broadcast, simulcast, and tonight, casting from many miles away, the one and only Jewel Tady. Jewel, good evening. Good evening, Jeff. How we doing? We're doing great, Jewel. Thanks. Another Tuesday night Yo Show. Technical bomb. My wife is on her deathbed. Yes, my wife is sick again. She is upstairs watching the program as we speak here. I need a sip, man. I gotta get myself in order. Anyway, we got a big show tonight. One of our favorite bands making their return appearance. They got new music out. They got a brand new video game coming out on their website. They're awesome local band. It is the one and only Bees, ladies and gentlemen. That's right, Bees is our special guest tonight. Great bunch of guys. They'll be with us around 8:30 tonight to talk about all the new projects, new music, etc. Got a lot of viewers tonight, Jewel, to see you in suspended animation that you're frozen. We're going to remove Jewel because she hates her still life pictures. Anyway, at the moment, Jeff the Shark Perini, Jewel Tady will be with us later. Anyway, let's give a humongous thanks to last week's guest. We were joined by the absolutely amazing band known as Whole Damn Mess. And I got to tell you, such an amazing time. A great band with great music and a lot of great stuff to talk about. We laughed. They bust each other's balls. It was just such a great time, and we absolutely loved it. So thank you to the guys from Whole Damn Mess for tuning in last week. Without Jewel, the numbers are just dropping. The viewers are just falling off the face here, which sucks. Jewel, get your butt in here. Anyway, big thanks to Whole Damn Mess, last week's guest here on the O Show. Terrific time. Great band. Check them out. Whole Damn Mess. Check out their website, their music, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music, the whole 9 years. Great band. Definitely worth checking out. Tonight, as we said, the Amazing Bees will join us. Great Philly band, a little bit of punk, a little bit of rock. They got great music. And they're going to talk about their new stuff a little bit later. Second time on the show. First time was a great one. We definitely look forward to a second one here tonight. Comments, keep your comments coming, because I need somebody. All right, that's Jewel. I'm so sorry I'm working on it. It's all right, Jewel. We're here, and we're ready for a great night. I was going to say with or without her, but we got to have it. It's not the same without. So definitely with. Some big news today from Philadelphia Phillies baseball land. A big move right at the trade deadline as we welcome Noah Syndergaard to the Philadelphia Phillies. A great starting pitcher came over from the Anaheim, or Los Angeles. Wow, Anaheim. Los Angeles Angels in exchange for Mickey Moniak. What a great deal that is. So Syndergaard will join a pitching staff in desperate need of a quality starter. 3.83 earned run average this year out with the Angels. One of the best in the game for a few years now. Syndergaard, terrific pitcher to add. So welcome to Philadelphia, Noah Syndergaard. If you notice, the lettering tonight is in yellow and black in honor of bees. That's no mistake. Anyway, Syndergaard here at the trade deadline. A lot of moves. A lot of teams making a lot of moves. Juan Soto is finally out of Washington. He is now with the Padres, as is Josh Bell, as is everybody who knows how to play baseball is suddenly with the San Diego Padres. So the Padres definitely have made their mark. Very dangerous team going into the playoffs. So we'll see how that plays out. A lot of stuff today in the baseball trade deadline. Glad the Phillies made a move. They were pretty stagnant most of the day, but they came in the end, made a nice little move, and we'll see how that pans out for them with Noah Syndergaard. A lot of stuff, just so much to talk about, and this Sunday night, of course, I've been talking about it a heck of a lot. Andrew James Blinder, thank you very much. Jeff the Shark Marini tries to rock. Tommy Curtis out there checking us out. Thank you, dude. Little staticky tonight, a little bit of technical difficulty tonight, but we are here absolutely live, getting ready for Bees at 8:30. But again, Sunday night, somehow I lost the listing. Anyway, it's our good friend from Sepsis, and we'll be going to see them live Sunday night. Very excited for that to be in Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania, along with Nailbite. Expects to be a terrific show, and I'm certainly looking forward to that. We love Sepsis. Got to get him on the show real soon and talk about some new music and some new stuff. A couple of things that pass along. We always hate to do it, but we certainly do. Obviously, give credit to legends, of course. Rest in peace to NBA legend Bill Russell, one of the best to ever play the game, a center with the Boston Celtics. So, of course, rest in peace, Bill Russell, who passed away a couple days ago. And, of course, for all you Star Trekkies, you Trekkies and your Star Trek sci-fi people, Nichelle Nichols, of course, who played Lieutenant Aurora in the original Star Trek series, passed away. She was 88. Bill Russell was 87. So, listen, pretty full lives. Rest in peace to two terrific people, actress and, of course, sports legend Bill Russell. Tough. We hate to do that, but we have to do it, and, if anybody remotely involved in them, let the family know that our prayers are with them. In honor of my good man, Brent Worrell. Brent's my man. Hand me off a couple of these great beers, and tonight we're trying Bomb Pop from Susquehanna Brewing Company and Funk Brewing. It's a conglomeration. Summertime and living is easy. Patriotic shandy ale made with raspberry juice and natural lemon flavor. And it's quite darn delicious. Just what we need tonight for some bees. And to clear my throat. There we go. And all of a sudden the lights got real bright here too. Jesus Christ. Falling apart here tonight on the Yo Show, ladies and gentlemen. Let's hope this isn't the one program that the good people of Sirius Satellite decide to check out. Let's see what this show's all about. The guy brags about it so much. Let's see what we got. And then, what a mess. So let's do top 5. Jewel is not here tonight. top 5 list. We usually try to dedicate it to the band coming on. And of course, tonight is Bees, or actually it's Bees. It's actually like that exclamation point's supposed to hit when you say it. So in honor of Bees, Aurora, Aurora. That's good stuff. And the thing that sucks, Tommy Curtis, is I can't put the Facebook comments on the screen anymore like they used to be able to. So the fact you said, oh, Ahura is hilarious. Let's go to somebody who's not Ahura, somebody who's a lovely lady trying to make her way back on. Jewel Tatey. Jewel, hi.
Gotta love a hotspot. I totally forgot. I'm like, let me just set up a hotspot because the Wi-Fi is shit. Sorry.
I hear you.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you. I can only hear you out of one
Okay.
speak. There we go. Because the earphones suck tonight.
Yeah,
the
your
static.
audio is off. I was listening to you and it's like real staticky.
That's what Cassie said. Cassie's very staticky.
Yeah.
And I don't know what happened. Like, the microphone took a crap on me.
Be
Everything is
annoying.
just crapping out. So
2
I'm like, great, a lot
hours.
of static. Awesome. What a great
Last
Tuesday
tap.
night. What's that?
Is it like Clark Griswold? A little full. Last that. Never mind. Get my jokes. Now you're completely off. I can't hear you. Can't hear you. Oh, it wouldn't be live if everything didn't go wrong. It's all good. I still can't hear you. Can't hear you. No good.
How about now?
Oh yeah, that's good.
Okay, because it kind of unplugged itself and muted it.
Now you're muted.
How about now?
Now.
Now, okay. So this
Can
is
you
the
hear
Yo Show,
me?
folks. I can hear you
Can
just
you
fine.
hear me? Oh, okay.
I can hear you terrifically. That static is working on my nerves. I don't know where it's coming from.
Yeah.
Ouch. You know, I have to plug it. All right, hang on one second. Let's try one more thing here. Joel, talk
Okay.
and say hi to the people. Let's try.
Oh yeah. Hello. It's been a while. What am I doing? This lighting is awful. I have to fix it. This is not my usual setup, but working with what we have today.
How about
So-
now? Oh my God, it sounds even worse.
Now.
Hold on. Can you hear
Yes,
me?
I can hear you. Yes.
You can hear me. It sounds like static and
Yes.
crap. I don't know why.
Come on, man. You know, it's almost like you don't do this every week.
I know, right? It's like our pilot episode. What in the?
I have an excuse. I'm not even home today.
I have an excuse too. I suck at this. Holy Christmas. All right, so I guess we're working through the unfortunate static that is working on my last nerve. My wife already commented how bad the static is. Yes, I am having a little testicle difficulty. And like new people are tuning in. I see my
Said
good
testicle.
longtime friend and former coworker Shelly Keller popping in and saying, let me see Jeff's show. Oh, what is that static? Sounds horrible.
Oh man. It's
All
okay.
right. Maybe if I sit still. No, that's not working either. Notice that it's got the sound cards hooked up. Everything's hooked up. There we go. It's going. There it is. It's back. All right, let's try staying this up. Anyway, let's get to our top 5 list. Static or no static? I'll talk
Oh.
loud so we can get over it.
Okay.
Top 5 one-word name bands in honor of bees. So, like, no the anything. It's just like one word.
Okay.
Got it? I'll
Yeah.
start. I'll start through the static at number 5 with Kiss. Gene, Paul, Ace, and Peter. It's one word. It's nice and simple. It's Kiss. And there was a rumor that it stood a long time ago that it stood for Knights in Satan's Service. I doubt it. It's just Kiss. Static X. Static X
That's
is
the
terrific.
devil's music.
There's the dish there. Number 4 is Muse. And I don't care what anybody says.
Oh.
I like Muse.
Okay.
Give a rat's ass anybody says about Muse. I'm a fan. Yeah, I'm not a fan
I
of
like
Static.
Muse.
love
Oh yeah, mama.
I don't like my singing, but I do like Muse. All right, number 3 is Creed.
Creed.
The great Creed. Oh my God, this sounds like ass.
God.
Number 2 is Aerosmith. Can't get any easier than that. And number 1 is Queen. That is my top 5 bands
It's easy enough.
of one name.
Now
Now,
choose.
Shoes in the house. That's Shoes. I'm sorry we sound like shit tonight, but thank you for tuning in anyway. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the amazing Miss Jewel Tatey will give us her top 5 bands with one word name.
Okay. Can it be? I guess it can't be letters, right? Because I was going to put LSD, but I'll have to put the LSD. Okay. Never mind. Number 5, Colts.
Colts.
Number 4, Foxygen. I love these guys. I need to see them live. They're so good. They're like very. They just remind me of the Beatles. They're like from the 60s. Oh my gosh. Yeah, that's really cool. My niece is watching us on her Switch. Isn't that cool?
That is very cool. It's a shame we sound like Static Mess because that would be absolutely awesome.
I have my niece here today. Say hi.
Hi.
Say like and subscribe.
Can't
She'll
be
do it
shy.
later.
We got
It's
a
Madeline.
regular spokesperson that does the whole like and subscribe thing.
Oh yeah, she's here too. She'll chime in.
I'm sure she.
Oh, the trick is you got to turn that down. Where was I?
We're at number 3.
4, 3. Okay. Ween.
We, of
Of
course.
course.
How did I not know that? We,
Number 2, Portishead.
of
Ween
course.
is from New Hope too. I always shout that out. If you're ever in the New Hope area, they have a whole Ween store. Ween plays there all the time. Very psychedelic. They remind me a lot of my number 1, Bass. You got to scream it. Did you scream it yet?
Peace! I never really scream it because I'm so mad at the audio. I want my screaming to come out in pure static. So I didn't scream it.
Hey, you're gonna kill my eardrum.
Dude, terrible night. And I'm trying to work with every chord here and find out where it's coming from, and it's just nothing's cooperating.
Do you see
Static.
yourself on the Switch? Yeah.
There you go. Very cool. It was funny that you mentioned Portishead because I was going to do top 5 animal names and do a play on words because we thought Portishead meant like a tortoise head, and it's actually a city.
Well, we did that last time.
I know.
These were on.
We
That was a
did
good one, though. I like
thought
that.
so. I really
And the
thought so.
animals, the beetles, monkeys.
I like that. I like doing animals. What the hell?
Me
Oh,
too.
I can't stand this static. It's driving me crazy.
Yeah, can't you like unplug what that is?
It's the microphone, I think.
That's a problem.
You know what it is? Like, had this nice setup here, and when people start tinkering with the computers, I'm not going to mention my wife's name or anything because the poor girl's sick in bed, but don't tinker. It ruins everything. I got new people coming in to check out tonight. I sound like crap. Joel, let's talk about it. Now, my man Tommy Curtis mentioned Static X. So, last week, thanks to the awesome Mr. Kenny Shuffle, scored some tickets to see Rob Zombie, Static X, Mudvayne at the Camden Center, PNC, whatever the hell they're calling it nowadays.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, what is it called? They changed
I
the
don't even
name.
know.
Like,
They change the name every
Bloody time.
freaking time. No tinkering. I'll try not to tinker. I may have to tinker because it sounds like crap. Anyway, so I went and one of our good friends of the show, Stephanie Berlotto, went with me and her boyfriend Mike.
I'm so
And-
jealous.
I'm telling you, man, we had a really, really, really good time. It was a really fun night. The bands were definitely on point. I got to tell you one thing. I was one of the biggest naysayers of the whole Static X thing. And after Wayne Static died, and they came out with this new singer who's known as Zero, although a lot of people say it's Etzel Dope from Dope. We don't really know for sure, but they call him Zero, and he comes out like the Wayne Static like wig and a mask. And I'm telling you, man, you couldn't tell the difference. They sounded exact. It was actually incredible. And I told Stephanie, like, my apologies. I know I said on the show a lot that I'm mad that they tried to revive Static X, and I know everybody's mad about the Pantera thing. And I gotta tell you, it was excellent. Rob Zombie, of course, was excellent. Mudvayne was very good. Mudvayne looks aged. They got a little
Yeah.
heavy. They got older, but the music was still good. It was really a terrific concert.
That's awesome. I mean, just to get out. And it's good they're still trying to put on a great show. I know people are aged. Like, when I saw Bush in live, Gavin came out. I was blown away. I'm like, wow, like he hasn't aged a bit.
Really?
And then live came out, and like, could have been a little better. But hey, I appreciated the concert. I loved every bit of it. But it was just Gavin just blew me away. I did not like sound, looks, everything. Like it was just on point.
You were digging it, huh? Digging yourself
Yeah.
some Gavin. I'm a Gavin fan. I would
30
like
years later.
Bush is coming with Alice in Chains, and that might be another thing that Kenny might be able to score. Kenny is supposed to come
Well
on
worth it.
tomorrow night for Yo 2.0 before his own live appearance because Kenny plays all over the city, plays like every instrument under the sun. He's going to come on and talk about the Live Nation concert series. And during the promotion, he some tickets. Tommy Curtis is seeing Bush on August 11th. It's probably the same show, dude. I'm actually trying to get tickets to get there. It's
Yeah.
Bush, Alice in Chains, and it was Breaking Benjamin, I believe, also. Quite a bill.
Alice in Chains, yeah. I don't know much Breaking Benjamin. I know they're popular. What do they sing?
I don't really know a lot of their stuff either. I know the basics, and I don't even really know the names of it. I'm not a huge Breaking Benjamin fan, but it's a nice opener. And that was a funny thing. Like the other night, at that Rob Zombie show, and people were like, the opening band was Power Man 5000. I almost forgot all about that. They
Yeah.
opened the show. I almost forgot about them. They still got a couple of nice hits, and then they did Seven Nation Army. They did a cover of that, which was kind of weird, but really good. And everybody's like, man, I thought this concert would be a little more rowdy. I'm like, it's only started. Like the opening act doesn't get much juice. When I saw Pantera and White Zombie, the opening act was Deftones. So people are really ready for the opening act. But then it explodes shortly after that. I want to welcome you to the Static Show. Sounds great. But so there's a lot of good stuff coming, and Kenny's going to try and talk with us, and hopefully tomorrow night.
Go Kenny. Get us
I know,
some
right?
Bruce tickets.
Right? That would be some shit. It's funny, I ran into Kenny out front, and he's like handing out flyers and all that, and it was good to see him again.
Really?
And quick little
Oh,
handshake and how you do, and
nice.
he handed me the tickets, and I'm like, I got to get in and get something to eat. He's like, dude, I got a popcorn. He had this bag of popcorn that was like taller than me. He's like, get into some popcorn. I'm like, nah, bro, I'm good. I've been getting. And I'll tell you one thing about Steph, and I love you for watching. If you watch the replay and catch this, that girl is such a boss, man. Like, she parked us in downtown Camden, and she's like, I got this. Right here, left here, right here.
Oh no.
Through some crack alleys, and she's like, "We're good, I got you." And we're at the stadium like that. Girl's got it going on.
I mean, you have to know, or don't even attempt to do that. Like, but she
Oh.
goes to enough shows where I would trust her, but it's sketchy, man. It's sketchy.
And I said that I'm like, I need you, like and because when I said, how about I pick you guys up? And she said, well, aren't we out of the way? Well, they're like South Philly, so to go to South Philly over the bridge and up wasn't that big a deal. I'm like, no, you understand? I need you because I get lost big time down that way. So.
Oh yeah.
Oh my God, she had like the back of her hand. No GPS. So yeah, right here, left here, over the bridge, get off here, get over here, and then we parked pretty much in the middle of like a turf war, and she navigated quite lovely. And so thank you to Steph and Mike, and we had some cocktails. It rained a little bit, which was fun, and it was just a great.
I thought you
great
guys were going to get rained out, so I was really lucky.
I know, actually, there was a little bit of rain, but she's like, they're so prepared. Like she bust out the mat to lay on the lawn and everything. Terrific. And we'll get you in there, Jewel. We'll get you in there soon, boss.
Soon.
Soon.
I've had yeah, rough summer, but
It has
okay.
been a rough summer.
The end of the summer will be good.
I usually don't like share stories with this, but I had like a rather tragic moment at work today. And of course, not that the person's watching, not that I would ever mention names, but I had a customer come in today, Jewel, and get out of her car and walk in the right up area, and the woman fainted on me, like fainted. And we have like a counter that's about chest high, and she was a shorter woman, so her head was like right over like this. And when she fainted, she smacked her head on the counter and went backwards and dropped. And luckily, the guy next to me, his client happened to be a doctor, so he took her right to his knees, gave her a
God.
couple of pats. I know, right? And kind of like gave her some pats and woke her up, got her coherent, and said, are you missing medication? Is there something that you're taking? And I think more or less she might have been like a diabetic and just didn't have a proper meal in the morning or something. But so I called 911. The ambulance came and took her. But frightening, man. That image has been in my head all day long, and just
Holy crap.
just the sound of her head hitting the counter and going down. Oh, it was horrendous. It was terrifying, and I'm like, you start to put life into perspective a little bit. I know the fact that guy was a doctor before he saved the day. I mean,
Yeah.
a bunch of us are picking her up, and we put her in a chair, and luckily we had a chair on wheels. We kind of wheeled her into the waiting room where she could sit till the paramedics got there. But man, the sound. I'll let you know, JD. She came in later tonight and picked her car up, so apparently she was all right. But yeah, it's terrifying, man. It just, like I said, that image has been in my head all day. It's hard to shake. The sound of her head hitting has been
Yeah.
brutal.
There is nothing worse than hearing the sound of a head cracking against something. I mean, I've heard my own head crack against like a hardwood floor. Like it is just not even hardwood. It was like
Like that
it was like
plywood
cement.
kinda-
No, it wasn't plywood. It was like what's a ceramic tile like that. It hurt. It hurt very bad. I fell from a very high altitude and it hurt. But I've also heard other people's head cracking. Like,
dude,
that
the
poor
sound-
lady. And it was so hot today. Like,
Yeah.
she was, oh my God.
And like there's another guy that
That's
came in a few
terrifying.
minutes later, and he's like, hydrate, baby, hydrate. I'm like, yeah, maybe. But I mean, it's like, man, the crack, like it was right here. Like it was her whole chin and jaw, and it was
Yeah.
like such. Oh my God. Hardwood. Thank you, Tommy Curtis, for joining it. I wish we could put that on there. JD Wolf, I agree. Prayers for her. She was up and down. She actually looked better when she came to pick the car up than when she dropped it off. Like she came and said, hi.
Oh my
I'm
God.
like, and she was not a young lady either. Yeah, cringing indeed. But, however, we have had so much technical difficulty, so much nonsense. You realize it's already 8:30. So let's get to the reason why we get here every week. Our guest tonight making a return appearance to the program. Just an awesome, awesome band. They got brand new music out that we're going to talk about. A video game. And, they mentioned that, I think the last time they were on, they mentioned they were getting it together. And now they got it together. So let's welcome Mike Huff and Adam Sivelich from the band Bees, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey guys,
you doing, guys?
how you doing? Good. How are you? Thanks for having us.
Hey, man, welcome back. And
Coming.
I love the fact that you reached out like, hey, man, let's do it again, because we love you guys, and we just love when people like ask to come on. It means a lot to us because we love what we do, and we always like, do we do good by them the first time, and how do we do it? And Jewel went back and watched the first episode today. She's like, oh man, it's so much fun! I hope it's this great tonight. And I'm sure it will be. So,
Yeah.
guys, let's catch up. Let's give each a turn. How you been? How's the summer? What's new? What's going on?
We're good. We've been playing with a new drummer this summer. Just put some new music out for the first time in a little while. And we have more on the way soon. So things are going well. We have a couple gigs this weekend, actually.
Yeah, we're going to speak about them in a few minutes. I've got them on the. I think I put them on the scroll. I'm going to scroll anyway. I love scrolling band information, so people know where to find you, etc. Adam, how about you, man? What's good? What's going on? Welcome back with us.
Yeah, thanks for having us. It's been really good. I have a 1-year-old now since last time,
Oh,
Congratulations.
congratulations.
and just still playing music and getting by.
I have to say, guys, the new stuff is just straight fire. Like, I don't know. I mean, we always ask our guests, like, have you been creative during lockdown, or have you just, retreated a little bit? And we talked to you guys at the end of 2020, and, you were just doing your thing, pumping out music, but the singles and the span and the different sound, it's wild. It's absolutely amazing. I love everything you put out last year, and I'm so excited for me and Jeff to come out and see you guys live.
Yeah, thank you. And even the new music we have coming out is something different on top of all of that.
Yeah, love it.
It's I don't know, a little heavier in the chorus. I don't know, some other stuff going on. But yeah, we've been excited to like incorporate the video game influence a little bit more, like with the chiptune stuff on Sorry, and just kind of fill out the sound a little bit. So we're excited with kind of where it's headed.
That is awesome.
What's your take, Adam? Are you
Yeah, go ahead.
loving the new stuff and direction?
Oh
band's
yeah, I
going?
mean the last 2 songs that we recorded, they really took it to the next level. I mean, just like going through the production of those tracks, I felt like we were really hitting our stride. So I'm really glad to hear that you guys feel similarly. Um, yeah, they were next level. The recording process was awesome. Um, yeah.
Yeah, we
love
we
it.
go to Cardinal Recordings with Mike Weiser, and it's just been really awesome. Steve Angelo as well, and they just like really kind of get how we're trying to sound, and so it's really easy to make good music with them.
How do you even explain that? How do you say your sound? Because it's so eclectic, but so totally bees. It's just got all these elements. So how would you describe your sound? I know it's described a lot of ways, but how would you put that?
Um, I don't know. I mean, we kind of like '90s alternative rock, right? But I feel like there's kind of a more like funky rock element to it, but also I don't know, like Presidents of the United States of America, but like Green Day, kind of, but Primus. I don't know. Yeah, I'm not sure. But I like that about it. I like that it's a lot of times we come off stage and people are like, you guys have a really original sound. And I don't know if I could ask for much more than that,
Right, right.
Yeah, I feel like we kind of are on the edge of the genre.
of a lot of them.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I mean, there have been a lot of bands that have done like, I mean, anytime you're pushing the boundaries of like a genre, you're on the edge of the genre. Yeah, I mean, punky alternative is probably where it's at. I guess I would say you just got to listen.
Yeah, I would say you have to
Go
listen
to
to it.
beastphilly.com and check it out for yourself.
That's right. If you want to know exactly what it sounds like and want to describe it to us, go check out the music and let us know what
Right.
you call.
Well,
I'll just think,
that's one of the best things too is some of the comparisons we've gotten.
Yeah.
I don't know if you guys are familiar with Adam and his package, but that was probably one of the best compliments I've ever gotten was being compared to Adam and his package. That was pretty great. We get all sorts of stuff, and
Yeah.
half the time it's like, now I mean this in the best possible way, right?
That's a great lead-in on. Right?
I think that I'm supposed to take that, well.
Yeah, I always I did before the last time you were on, and this time I was just listening to the new stuff again today. I'm like, it's got a lot of Ween elements, and Ween are guys from New Hope, psychedelic but rock, and then they go completely different direction, and that's what I love about them is I can listen to a whole album and it's just completely different. It's just I'm just totally a fan. Novocaine for the Soul like hits me in my feels. I don't know what to say about it. It's just it's so good.
That's great. Thank you so much. Yeah, Ween is great. It's definitely a combination. I was thinking of your top five, and it's maybe that's like a good way to describe our music. My
Right.
top 5 one-word band names. But
But we love it. It's so unique. And last time, like you came on, and I'm saying bees. You're like, no, it's bees. Like you gotta like scream it and let it come out.
Yeah.
With the exclamation point. And I agree. And that's
Our audio is
super
hurting
cool.
today.
Yeah, our audio is
Yeah.
a little shaken. We apologize ahead of time. I don't know what's going on with that
it's all right, Joe.
computer mess all day long. So the video game, Bees in Space. I know last time you were on, you were talking about creating it, and now it's out. It's on the website. Tell us a little bit about the creativity of the game, what it's all about, what fans can expect.
So Bees in Space, it's a Super Mario World ROM hack, and what that means basically is that there's a program out there called Lunar Magic. It's like Mario Maker, but exclusively for Super Mario World. So basically, you just like turn it on and you move stuff around and you make your own Mario game. It's the simplest way to explain it, and you can do that just by like moving the Goomba to the right, or you can turn the whole thing into Mario fighting bees in space, which is what we did. And so part of the things that are really great about it are that we had fans design pixel art bees. And so those are the enemies you're fighting in the game. They're actually designed by people who like our music. The guy who did the art that you've been using for this podcast, he did one of the bees. So we had people design all the bees, which is really cool.
That's right. Real quick, my
yeah.
word is it's an awesome
decent.
picture. I absolutely love that, man.
Yeah, Brian Langan does that art for us. He's incredible. But yeah, and it contains, it's all original music as well. It's all like 8/4 is the level music. Sorry is the boss music at the end. It's probably harder than your usual Mario game, but not quite so hard as like the crazy stuff you might see on YouTube if you've ever watched Mario on YouTube. Yeah.
I
yeah.
can speak for it being pretty hard. I probably shouldn't admit this on air, but I haven't technically beaten it yet.
Oh
I
no.
was gonna ask if anybody, if
The
either one
final-
of you have dominated yet.
The final jump before the boss, I haven't actually cleared it yet.
That one's tough. Yeah.
It's not that jump is that hard. It's everything leading up to it.
He's got
and
a
then-
kid though, can't play his games as much anymore. So.
Yeah, give it a couple
Yeah.
years. Then,
Yeah.
then
Right.
they'll be playing all the games with you. It's so
Right.
much fun.
Right. By the time your kid is 5, you're like, step back, Dad. Boom, boom, boom.
yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
That's
yeah,
the
yeah.
way it works.
My
Yeah,
daughter's
I'm a
a
fair
total
hand.
gamer, playing all
I'm
the
a
time.
fair hand at Mario, and
Yeah.
it's pretty hard. It's harder than I expected.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mario is like super hard. Like you go back and play those old Nintendo games. It's like today's games are so much easier.
Yeah.
Definitely. Yeah.
Yeah.
But where can you find the game? Because now I have
so-
to beat it.
Yeah, so you can download it off our website if you just go to beesphilly.com. And it's illegal to provide like the Super Mario World game, but it's just a couple of steps to put a couple files together. Click, click, click. You're playing the game. It's very quick. We have instructions on the website. There's also a site called smwcentral.net if you're interested in more stuff like this. But beesphilly.com, you can get the game and play it.
And how do you? Because I relate music to video games a lot. Because growing up, and I still do it today, I'll put on music and then play my Nintendo. Do you guys do that? Because I
Sure.
think it's the best thing in the world.
Yeah, sometimes. I mean, I think playing Super Nintendo games kind of growing up, more like I was hearing, rock and roll in one ear and Super Mario World in the other, and I feel like those two things kind of meshed together, and became like my musical taste almost. So sometimes I'll put other stuff on, but a lot of the time I just enjoy what they've done with the music in the game as well.
Absolutely.
I think also as you get like more competitive and you get like more into a game, a lot of times, you want to turn the sound off because it's distracting. Replace it with some music that just gets you in the zone. Doesn't really
Yeah.
pertain. I definitely get that. Getting competitive with people for sure.
What I basically do is like, if my wife goes out and I'm home by myself, I'll play Guitar Hero and drink a ton of beers and act like a drunken rock star. It's a disgrace.
Yeah.
It's really the most awful thing. But for that night, I'm like a rock star in my house, and I'm like just drooling beer all over myself and taking quick sips at
I
every
totally
sec.
see you doing that.
Oh, it's a scene, man. It really is. I mean, it's not like you see the Bees show, but it's a mess.
Right.
I really enjoyed Guitar Hero, and yeah, muting out all those sounds is the key.
Exactly.
All those distracting noises.
Mhm.
Now, for I had this. It wasn't even a question that came up, but now you mentioned. I hear a lot of musicians say it's actually harder because it's not real in a sense, like the way the notes are played out, etc.
There's a lot of things, like I went to school for music, and so there's a lot of things that like people assume you're going to be able to do really well that you absolutely cannot, and like one of them is definitely Guitar Hero. The other one would be like Quizzo a lot of the time, it's like, oh, you went to music school. What's the third Bruce Springsteen album? And it's like, I don't know.
Joel probably
I know
knows this.
this.
Being a Springsteen junkie, she'll probably know.
I don't
it's not
think-
Tunnel of Love, is it? I don't think so.
I think there have been a lot of people that got interested in music from Guitar Hero, which is
That's
great.
very true. Mhm.
Yeah.
But I don't think that there's any skill transfer at all, like 0%.
It's like that South Park with Randy's dad. He's like,
Yeah.
I can play guitar. I can
That's
play
one of the
this."
best South Parks for sure.
Yep.
Click, 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 clickety click. I'm playing a solo, or I'm playing acoustic. Click, click, click.
Right.
I
But
think they
it-
had it on VH1 or MTV. Used to have rock stars playing Guitar Hero. Like Scotty in from Anthrax. He's like, dude, what the f are you doing? Like
Yeah.
Well,
none of them really got it.
Even the rhythm of the game isn't helpful, because what I learned is whether early, you kind of find whether you can be early or late on a game, and then being early every time is how you make
Right.
sure you hit all those notes, right? It wouldn't musically even work. I was also a big fan of Amplitude, which was the same people but they didn't have like a guitar-shaped controller. It was like a PlayStation controller.
Nah.
Same deal. Super fun, super addictive. But yeah, it doesn't translate to like rhythm and melody like very
Although-
well.
So on top of all this, there is a game that's kind of like the Mario ROM hack thing, but for Guitar Hero. It's called Clone Hero,
Oh,
and
alright.
I'm currently looking into putting B's songs onto Clone Hero. So hopefully the next time we see you, you'll be able to play B's on Guitar Hero.
All right.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Didn't they have that other one too? It was like
Rock
it
Band,
was-
I think.
Rock band.
It
Yeah.
Yeah.
was a rock band, but it taught you guitar. Like it had a
Rocksmith?
more real Rocksmith. There you go.
Yeah,
yeah.
Rocksmith is sweet. That I think can really help you improve your guitar playing. If you're like
Yeah,
at the
wasn't it-
beginning
that's an actual
of like learning
String
guitar.
wasn't it?
hmm
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you said like that's I know my niece, she's like she's about to be 20, but she got a lot of her songs from Guitar Hero, and there's this big thing out now. Everyone's getting their great, songs from Stranger Things. Where do you guys
Oh
think
yeah,
you,
right.
where do you guys think you picked up your musical taste along the years?
I don't know. I guess I remember buying a lot of CDs from Columbia House and buying. I remember having a lot of CDs delivered to my house from Columbia House.
You said a penny. I said you were a penny.
Yeah. And I like some of them I liked more than others. And then I saw like a TV commercial where Green Day was on this radio station, and that's kind of why I started listening to that radio station. So Green Day, I guess.
Remember record stores? That was a long time
Yeah.
ago.
That was not. I lived in Boston, and there was a Tower Records. Multiple floors, and you
Yeah.
could just kind of wander in, and there's like CDs wall to wall with headphones, and you could just listen to almost anything you want, and check it out. And that was a really cool way to kind of check out music that you didn't have to buy right away.
Tower Records was the best. Every Friday.
Mhm.
Tower
Yeah.
Records. Right on the boulevard, Jeff, that one.
Oh yeah, I remember that one. And they started doing the headphone thing with some music, and that's how I found like Seven Dust. I remember seeing their CD. And I'm like, never heard of them. Put the headphone on. And I swear to God, a half hour later, I got a tap on my shoulder, and I'm looking at the associate. He's like, sir, you've been here for like a half hour. I'm like, wow. But I bought the CD from it, but that's pretty awesome. But so who you guys listen to now? Adam, any band right now you get into? I know music has changed a little bit, but who you like now? Anybody?
I listen to a lot of
Besides you
Disney.
guys? A lot of Disney.
He knows the whole Encanto soundtrack.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I can sing about Bruno all day. What have I been listening to recently? I don't know. I lost the ability to think clearly at all about a year ago.
Hey, it's
Yeah,
okay.
I mean,
You're a new parent, man.
A lot of Disney, a lot of Britney Spears.
I'm down with that.
She
all right.
loves Britney Spears.
Hey, Max Martin writes great songs. I'm a big King Gizzard and the Lizard Wizard fan. They're kind of I don't know how long they've been around now, maybe 8-10 years, something like that. But they put out tons of albums that sound different genres and stuff. They're really great. I'm a big fan.
Very cool. And people ask
Yeah.
me like, who you listen, like, who's your favorite new band? And
Yeah.
really, I freeze, and I start talking about everybody that comes on my show, and they're like, who are they? I'm like, Philly people, man. Don't you watch me Tuesday night? Like, I just want to strangle people.
You just got to scream bees right back in their face. That's what you do from now on. Yeah. Who's your new favorite band? Bees.
And I did it today at work because a guy I work with watches this show, and he's like, who you gonna on? I'm like, bees. He's like, what? I'm like, yeah, dude,
There you
that's how it
go.
sounds.
Yep.
I do enjoy it.
I wanted to talk about oh, I'm sorry.
No, go ahead.
Your review, Mike One Park did a really cool review
Oh yeah.
off of Sorry. I thought that was really cool and said it was very nostalgic for them. Can you talk about that and how it feels to have that recognition again?
Yeah, he's been great. Kevin is the guy who runs that all by himself, and I think for the first 6 months I said Mike One Park, and then he put a story up that it's actually Mid Park, which is
Oh,
a neighborhood in. No, it's all right. I did the same, but it's yes. He's like a great indie music curator, kind of from Chicago, and he described it like being in an arcade in the 90s. Sorry, because you're
Wow.
hearing the chiptune sounds of the arcade, but also like the alternative rock over the radio. And I thought that was like one of the best compliment. Yeah, an excellent description of that song. I kind of I made the sounds from scratch the same way they would have made Nintendo sounds a long time ago. And so it's like a really, I don't know, nostalgic sound, I think. Yeah.
It's pretty cool. So you got new music, you got some shows you're playing. Friday night, August 5th at Elephant Talk, the Indian Music Fest.
Yep.
It's at the Roaring Hole Cafe, 6494 Weymouth Road in Mays Landing, New Jersey. So
Yeah.
kind of a short gig for you. Talk a little something about the concert and other shows you've been doing recently, because it's got to be great to be back out. Like, describe
Yeah.
being back out too.
Yeah, we just played a great show with a touring band from Chicago at the Nail, but also with a friend of ours, Scoop Ski, and a band called Grammar Polski, and that was a really fun show. We had a great time there. Yeah, Friday is the Elephant Talk Indie Music Festival. That's run by Jerry Ryan, and Jerry is a father of an autistic son, an adult autistic son, and he puts together these awesome music festivals to support autism. And so I think this is the 13th year running that he's been doing that. So, I mean, you know, Mays Landing is maybe an hour from here, something like that. But I would definitely encourage people to come out. Friday and Saturday it's going on. We're on Friday night around 10:40. But it's running from like 5 to midnight, I think. And Saturday, same thing, although you should maybe come see us then.
Saturday doesn't exist. We're all back
Right.
Friday night.
Yeah. Yep.
And you
Right.
said,
How's
I'm sorry.
how's it feel being back out? Like, Adam, how's it feel like being back doing shows after such a layoff? Is it a weird feeling or?
Adam?
I mean, there was a little bit of a period there where I kind of felt guilty because I'm exposing myself to other people, and then I'm coming home and like the baby has like, you know, a baby's immune system. But we were careful. It's normal. Like, I mean, everything's back to normal.
For the most part.
You know, I mean, the last time I was uncomfortable was probably like 6 months ago, like with too many people in the room. At this point, though, like people in my life are being like, "Hey, I tested positive. Hey, I tested positive," like here and there so frequently now that it's like, it's just like, it's what we deal with now, you know? So it's like, oh, I guess I can't see you for 5 days or 10 days or whatever. And that's it. Like,
Yeah, I got COVID at the beginning of this month, and I felt like total crap for a few days. But other than that, I was all right, and we were recovered for the gig in time, which was really what I was kind
it
of.
was a really close window. Yeah.
Yeah.
It was like, how many days?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's lucky, and then that happens. And with you guys, you know, you schedule a gig, like something like that might
Right.
happen. So,
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. We just got to roll with it now. Even us live, you know, things happen, life gets in the way, and we just have to deal with it. But how do you think the crowds have changed? Do you think, because I don't know, I feel like I go out now or I go to shows and everyone's like kind of clustered, like it's not that whole community thing. There might not be mosh pits. So how do you think the shows have changed?
I don't know. I don't really get a lot of that. It's really nice just to be back in front of people. I mean, you know, maybe I'm just not noticing it. But it's definitely just being in front of people is better than being in front of a screen. You know, trying to like get your show out to people who are just sitting on their phones or whatever, you know?
Yeah.
So it's just great to be back in front of people, and everybody who's come out to our shows has been all about it and jumping around and having fun. So hopefully that continues this weekend.
And
Yeah,
you
the
have-
only real difference I've seen is, you know, 10 to 20% of the audience is masked.
Yeah.
Um, And I've also worn a mask at shows in the past year, I think. Didn't I?
Yeah.
Did I end up not wearing it?
I think so. I don't know.
I think I brought it, and then like there weren't that many people in the room for our set.
Oh,
It was like one of those, you know.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
you can't hate on it and just, you know,
Right.
go live your life how
Yeah.
you want to.
Exactly. And you know, like I mean, I ran with it when the pandemic first happened. I went and I got like a full respirator, and I got like a forced air thing that my friend built, so it like pumped air through the mask, and like I went all out. I was like, if we have to live in this dark future, I mean, I'm not going to hide at home and rely on the supply chain of hospital masks.
With a bumper
So
sanitation suit. That's what I
yeah,
Yeah, if I can live
Adam,
so
on
Adam,
that,
Adam's our
I'm going
band
like-
prepper.
yeah,
if I gotta go out in that
that one in the group.
genre, I'm going out like Darth Vader. I'm gonna have the full like. and breathe
Yeah,
all day
the-
long.
That was
yeah,
it.
with the 2 filters or the 1 filter and the 1 hose, and like, yep.
It's cool though. And you had a summer drummer, Jason.
Yeah,
Is he
yeah.
going to be joining for this weekend?
Yeah, he'll be
Good.
with us on Friday and Saturday this weekend, and unless something crazy comes up, this will be the last 2 shows we play with him. He, has been absolutely amazing. He just has decided to be Jesus and sell all his possessions and volunteer his time across the country. Yeah, so he's, I think, going to be working at like different animal shelters and nature reserves, and it's him and his little dog are just taking a road trip, and so like. I can't say anything about that. He's gonna kind of check out the world, which is awesome.
Yeah.
So we have kind of some recommendations of people. I've been talking to a guy in Phoenixville. What I guess has been a good result of like whenever that was, January 2021 or something. Us losing our original drummer. We've met a couple people along the way, and people like our music and they want to play. So I think this will be easier than the first time,
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which now you guys are going to be a big deal, and that's a good thing. But you do such a great job in promoting yourself, and you're not shy with your project, which is awesome. Because some people are like, "Well, we put it out, we tried to do our thing." You guys are out there. What kind of advice would you give to independent bands trying to make their mark, and what has been some of the best avenues for you to advertise and stick it out there?
Wow. The most success I've had in anything has been when I'm just like myself. I think when you're just trying to be as authentic as you can possibly be, I love complicated music, I love it. Like, I love crazy stuff. I love Primus. I love, like prog rock. I love all that stuff. But really where like I'm the happiest is like playing a cool rhythm to like a neat chord progression, and that's kind of where we've ended up with Bees. And it's luckily other people like it too, and so I guess that's what you have to hope for, is that other people like your authentic music or your authentic self. But really just, don't, like, number one, don't tell people you're gonna suck. I see that a lot when people get on stage, they're like, listen, we haven't practiced this very much, or like, this is the first time, and it's like,
Be
don't
nice.
tell me you're gonna suck before I hear you or whatever. And so that's like a big thing, I think. But then I don't know, just like put yourself out there, like tell people how great you think you are, and if you don't think you're great, you're not doing something right. Yeah.
I agree.
That's
And
Jeff's motto.
What's
right,
that?
exactly. That's
That's
my
his
motto.
Oh,
motto.
Jesse.
Exactly.
Yeah, man.
Like I said, when I first started, my mother, God rest her soul, I'm like, Mom, what do you think? She's like, I can't listen to your show. You're too offensive. I'm like, yes. That means you're doing something. Like, right. And
My
it's
mom can't listen to my show. Yeah, that's
funny. Right, that's a good thing. But like the other day, I was talking to my wife. My wife went to see my brother and his wife at their new house, and my wife's like, "Oh, your brother always says, oh, Jeff and his show this, his show that." Hey, you know what? I love it. I'm proud of it. The more you put the name out, eventually it catches on. Some local bars are like, "Hey, man, we'd like to sync up and play it through the speakers when you guys are on live, or
That's
come
great.
sit down in
Yeah.
our place one night and do a show." And even you guys, I plan on reaching out to a local band by the name of Poeta. I don't know if you heard of the guys. I don't know if you're familiar with them, but they're talking about doing a like a local bar and getting a bunch of bands together for kind of like an emo night / local Philly night, like
Oh, yeah.
bands. I'm like, we know a lot of bands. I don't want to pick this any, but I want to pick fun guys with unique sounds like yourselves, and if it comes to, and I can see how they do it, definitely reaching out to you guys because we just love that stuff. And the local Philly sound, even though everybody's different, it has this, to me, and Jewel might agree, it's got a little feel of home to it. And once you know you guys are Philly, you feel like you get that little Philly feeling to it. And so, who are you guys like a lot of bands around here? Who are some of the best? I know you're gonna be traveling with some guys. Who are some of the bands you really love playing with or love listening to that are local?
Oh man. Let's see.
Besides bees.
I mean, good friends of ours like Haha Charade are buddies of ours, and they've made some amazing music. They've really been pumping it out, and they play a great set of covers as well that like really complements their original music. So they're great. We like them a lot. The Mac Brothers, who we're playing with this weekend,
Yes.
they were previously the 1940s, but they're definitely like the two songwriters in that group. Those guys are great. Sacred Monsters is another band that I'm really enjoying at the moment. They call themselves Sad Girl Rock, so but yeah, no, it's like kind of what's the name of that band? I can't think of it, but like a female fronted 90s group kind of so you know, right up my alley kind of thing. Yeah, so that's a few off the top of my head.
That's very cool.
Adam,
And,
any favorites?
yeah,
I'll slide in there with what Mike was saying. He kind of covered the things I was thinking of, and
I hear you. I
that's a good
mean,
thing,
I'm
that's a good
just,
thing. Go ahead.
I'm just, I can't tell you guys how much I'm digging just the new sound. Like, I really, you said it. I just feel like you found your groove. Without a doubt, hopefully, you know, you'll find a drummer who just fits your passion level because it's just there and it shows. And the songwriting is excellent. How has the songwriting been this past year? Like just the songwriting process, and then also coming up with just the drummer. How do you know when that connection clicks? I'm always curious in how when you meet someone, it's really going to connect with the band and know your stuff because it's just so personal. So how does that happen? And is it organic, or do you feel like with other bands it's sometimes forced and you have to find the right fit?
Wow. I mean, Jason has really been the first like drummer, like who would identify themselves as a drummer, like, hey, I'm a drummer, you know, that we've played with. Like our original drummer was more of a friend who was trying to learn the drums and would play some basic beats, you know. And then we had a drummer come who hadn't really been in a band before. And so it's been really great playing with Jason, but really just as we learn more songs and write more songs, we get to explore new things. And so like recently, even the newest song that we're going to put out, it's called 1,000 Times, I think in maybe mid-September. I need to actually set a date for that, but that's probably right. It's called 1,000 Times. And it goes from like totally clean, quiet guitar picked out to like super heavy, distorted, like fuzzy sludge metal. So it's a really cool like back and forth. But then there's One by One as well, which is just another super punky tune. But even we're working on like another song, of course, because you're always writing new music, that we're trying to like groove in odd time signatures. So if you've ever listened to like the Mars Volta or King Gizzard and Lizard Wizard or even Tool, I guess. We, you know, it's you can bob your head to it, you know, but it's not like your normal rhythm. And so we're kind of reaching into that area as well.
Yeah, our next drummer's in for a.
Yeah.
You know who else I like? Did you ever hear Joe Meek from like the 60s?
Joe Meek. I know the name, but I couldn't tell you I know his music. Just
the distortion and the sounds, it just really reminded me of you guys too. It's just, I dig it. That's right up my alley. That's the one I vibe to all the time. So you guys are always on my playlist. I mean, I'm so looking forward to shows and seeing you guys live. And we got to get some t-shirts and CDs too.
Yeah, you know, we actually have to get like a new run of t-shirts. I feel like we're down to like 10 t-shirts, which is amazing.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is that's awesome.
Yeah.
And I see you made, and you were kind of busting on them a little bit. We made some crude CDs for people to get their hands on the music, and I think that's awesome too. Like, I know me and Joe are down for some of that because, like I said, we love your stuff. But, you know, like you said, put yourself out there. Don't be ashamed to put yourself out there and do it any way possible. I think it's great advice.
And really, that was Jason's idea. I got to give him credit for that. He's like, you know, you got to give people something to like hold on to, which is not just a sticker necessarily. It's like it's a thing that you can put in front of your face and be like, oh yeah, bees, I got this thing, right? It's
Yeah.
So it's another great way to connect with people, even when we're not like right in front of your face playing the show, you know?
So when you guys
Dude,
get
I
up
love
and
CDs.
when you guys win your Grammy Award, I'm gonna be like, I've got their first CD right here in my hand. One more
Yeah,
thing,
maybe
speaking
for like a video game composition or something.
You won't be able to
Yeah,
put it
yeah.
in anything.
right, true. Speaking of Grammys, you guys are up for a Hometown Heroes Award, a Homie Award,
Yeah.
for your song "We Don't Wander." Let's talk about that, man, because any
I think-
award, any recognition is awesome.
That probably came out like a week after we were on your show, or right around that same time. I think We Don't Wander was like right at the end of January of 2021. And so, yeah, it's the Homie Awards for 2021. And Mark Rogers is just incredible. He's done so much work for that local Delaware music scene. Hometown Heroes is a great radio show every Sunday. He just is incredible. He's such a great supporter. And he puts on these amazing events, clearly. So we actually get to go to an awards show where
Wow.
we're up for best alternative rock song. Yeah, right.
yeah, that's what I did.
I'm gonna put on one of my very best T-shirts.
You
You
can't
know?
because you're rock stars.
Yeah, right.
That's right. Adam's
Yeah.
got his hat turned around. He's
That's
going
backwards.
like a skinny tie, like an 80s style. Why not?
Right.
That's great, though.
Oh, I wonder if I have
Congratulations
one.
on that. I just love it. I love seeing guys like you succeed. And we also appreciate, Mike, I see you tuning into the show at times and just saying, hey, what's up? And just reminding people. And we love that, too. We think that's absolutely awesome. We're
Yeah,
here to
of
support
course.
you guys. We love the vice versa. We're big fans of the Phillies team. We're huge fans of yours. And anytime, man, anytime you want to get it back on, you hit me up and we'll do it because we love doing it. We're definitely going to get out and see some shows. For the folks out there, find Bees, www.beesphilly.com, Instagram at BeesPhilly, Facebook at Bees, exclamation point, or Bees Band. Sometimes you got to search that way. Find our music, man, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Music. It's on my playlist. I got some right here. The new game, Bees in Space. See if you can beat it. Available this week on the website. And,
Or if you I'm sorry to interrupt you, Jeff.
No,
If
go
you
ahead,
Look,
man.
if you look up Casual Tom Bees in Space, right? People have just randomly uploaded themselves playing our game to YouTube, like with no interaction with us. I've just happened to find. So if you look up Casual Tom Bees in Space, you can actually see the game played the whole way through without having to do it yourself.
I like it because we also air on Twitch, and Twitch is a big gaming network.
Yeah.
Maybe me and Jewel will try it one time on Twitch. And
That would be
watch me
awesome.
get
Please
absolutely
That'd be cool.
embarrassed.
Please let me know. Please let me know.
That's it, man. We'll all do it together one time. And everything Bees is all right by us. We absolutely love you guys. You guys are super cool. The music is awesome. We always appreciate you stopping by. We ran late because we never want to get rid of you, but we
Sorry.
will. no, that's on us. We say a half hour, but we get so geeked to just talk about all the great projects, and we don't like letting you go. We'll be sad when you leave. But Mike and Adam, a massive thank you again. Friday night, August 5th, it's the Elephant Talk Indie Music Fest at the Wuthering Hole Cafe, 6494 Weymouth Road, Mays Landing, New Jersey. I'm going to post that again on my Facebook page. And Saturday at Dawson's. Dawson's Street Pub at 100 Dawson
In
Street in
Manayunk.
Philly.
little
Manayunk, I'm
closer,
sorry.
little closer to Philly. So yeah, it's in Man. Yeah.
Gotcha. The ad
But yeah.
said Philly, but it's Manayunk, and I love
The address
Manayunk,
is Philadelphia.
Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is it?
Pretty much the
Okay.
same.
Yeah, if you Google it, it's Philadelphia, but Manayunk is like Philadelphia County. It's like whatever.
It's
I think, right?
Their own thing.
It's like,
They
a
do their
I don't
own-
know.
it's like Manayunk is like Philadelphia Light.
Yeah, there you go. Yep. You put it on
But,
the envelope, it'll still get there. You know.
Exactly, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah.
there's a lot of great stuff in Manayunk. So
Yeah.
definitely, folks, like I said, go to the website, go to their Facebook, their Instagram, find them, check them out, check out the music. It's absolutely worth it. And guys, we'll talk again real soon. Best of luck. Keep up the amazing work. We absolutely love it. Mike and Adam from Bees. And we'll talk real soon.
Thanks
Thank
again
you
for
so much.
having us, guys. Jeff,
Absolutely,
Jewel,
guys.
really
Anytime at all.
appreciate it. Thank
Thank
you.
you so much.
Have a great night.
Fun.
We'll see you.
Thank you.
The awesome Adam and Mike from Bees. And I got to tell you, Jewel, never don't remember the guys. They're so fun and they're real. They're like, I mean, you talk about, and I use the word rock star a lot, and I say it to a lot of people that come on our show. And on their posts, I'm like rock star or superstar. Those guys are legit like rock stars in the fact that they get it They're all about the music, and they're not afraid to keep expanding in products or projects rather. From,
Yeah.
like I said, from the plain CD to the video game to new T-shirts and shows and award shows and all that great stuff. Love those guys. Love what they do, and I root for them every freaking day.
I know, and their sound, and they're not afraid with the sound either to just take it there and go different avenues. And man, everything's just gold. Everything's fire. If you haven't listened to it, it's on Spotify. I have stupid Napster. I had to switch to Spotify because that's where you get all the good music.
Yeah,
But
goddamn
yeah, I
Napster.
just been rocking out, and man, we have to get that game going on Twitch. It'd be so much
I
fun.
agree. We got to figure out how to do it. And this Sunday, of course, like I said, Sepsis. And Melissa and the gang from Sepsis are real great in loading Twitch games.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask her how to do it. Maybe she'll
Yes.
hop on and play around the bees, and that'd be
be
super
amazing.
cool. I want to learn how to do that and put it out there so the fans see it, because these guys have been talking about it for a while. It's something they're proud of. And I'm glad they made that project work. And it's just awesome. Like I said, you can't help but root for these guys. You talk to them, you listen to the music. Again, like the Philly sound. I know it sounds silly and like, man, maybe he's making it up, but there's something about when you know a band is local and you put on the headphones or you put it on in your car and you're just like, yeah, I get that feel. And I get it from the guys like Poeta and Bees and Moonroof and guys like that. There's something about it that just feels like home.
They're just our people. That's why.
Exactly right. And you know the Yosho family and Philly artists, and people say, oh, like, who are these bands? And I'm like, dude, if you want to ask who the band is, look, they're local. Check them out.
Do we have any music tonight?
We do, and I know it's been weird with music lately, but I still want to do it.
I wanna
want to
do it.
play a song.
Thank you.
How about We Don't Wander is the one I loaded up
Yes.
from Bees, and it's one that was nominated for the
So
Homie
good.
Award.
I have like
and-
chills. Like I did not want to miss tonight. I have a lot going on right now. I'm not in my particular location, but there was just no way I was missing these guys. Like they are just there for us too. And yes, and you said they support our show,
Yeah.
whenever they get a chance. So they're just an awesome band and well worth supporting. And wait till you hear them. So
Absolutely. We're going to
yes,
play
I'm
one.
excited.
And I know, like I said, I know YouTube is, I know Facebook is funny with music and they might mute it, but you can always check it out on YouTube. And if you're watching live, it'll probably play out. If not, skip over to YouTube. I mean, Bees are here. They like us playing their music. So we're going to play a song.
Please.
We're going to stop screen here and
my
share the new screen. And yeah, I love this song. I've been listening to it a lot the last couple of days. That and a new one, of course. This one is We Don't Wander. The band, of course, is Bees. They were our very special guest tonight. We're going to play it for you right here on the Yo Show. It's a quick one, though, Joel. It's only about 2 minutes and 25 seconds. But it's definitely worth listening to. Let's shut me and Joel down for a second. Get ready, folks, for the music of Bees right here live on the Yo Show. Make sure the volume's up. Yes, it is. And here we go.
Little kitties, have you lost your way? We don't wander this late. Little kitties, have you lost your heads? We don't wander that way. Little cities, are we too tame? Should we let them bite that hand? Some folks read minds from right to left. It's not a crime, it's just a test. I can see from here we've lost another unfought battle, and I'll have the same tomorrow, thank you. just a test. I can see from here we've lost another unfought battle, and I'll have the same tomorrow, thank you.
And very much
on
want to
now.
talk about that nice little static ending there. It's Bees! Tonight's very special guest. We Don't Wander, terrific song. And Jewel, like I said, that little bit of that static flavor they talk about at the end, that ee at the end, just terrific.
I'm telling you. And then Bees in Space too, and then the Bees in Space intro going into Sorry. It's just, give that one a listen to. We should play that too. I just want to hear Bees.
I know, right? I love listening to Bees. And a huge thank you to our man, Brian Snow, Snowman in the Morning, with Cole Johnson. Hey, Brian does a terrific sports program, not afraid to tell the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. He's running a terrific debate how Larry Bird is better than Kevin Durant. That's right, you heard it here. Larry Bird is definitely better than Kevin Durant. Brian is a big basketball guy. He talks it from the hip. He doesn't candy coat it. He lets it all hang out, and that's absolutely awesome. We love you for it, dude. So, yeah. Congratulations to Brian, and keep up the good fight, dude. Brian has, of course, had some health issues, but he's fighting through. He's fighting strong, still doing a great program. So that's what we do here. I mean, we support people who are out there trying to entertain, like our good friends from Bees, like our man Brian with Snowman in the Morning, and all the great people out there entertaining. Wow, look at that! Now that's terrific.
Had to have
Talk
it
about
in
your
the
timing.
background.
There you leave it up there for our friends from Bees. Terrific, Mike and Adam here tonight. It was funny because Mike messaged me the other day and he said, "So is it all right if there's like 3 of us, 4 of us?" I'm like, "Dude, it can be 10 of us. We'd love it. It'll
Yeah.
fit as a whole, including me and Jewel. It'll fit 10 people altogether. So, maybe next time we get a hold of Molly Rhythm,
10
all 100
people?
of them. 10, right? Can you imagine?
I think you mentioned that before, but that's tough to think of.
It
I
is
mean,
tough
it'd be
to
fun.
think of.
That's a party.
And as Brian, props, man. Cancer don't and won't stand a chance against the Snowman and family. I feel you. Now, as you know, my wife has dealt with it here. We're the same way, man. She believes that it's not going to slow her down. Life goes on. I know she's a little sick today. It's got nothing to do with that. It's got to do with perhaps the
It's all
COVID bug lingering.
mental and positive attitude is everything. So
Absolutely. And when I first found out from Brian what was going on, he said, "Look, man, I'm going to beat it. I'm going to be stronger and better." And he loves his show. He loves promoting it. He loves getting out and trying new ventures. He's a gambler, too, man. He tries new things. He's not afraid to do it. And it's inspiring. And it's just great to watch. He's got a great partner in life out there, and as I do here. And that's what it is, man. It's a lot of mental support, emotional support. People, man. People helping people. And we wish you nothing but the best of luck, man. You're a great dude. Love chatting with you. Love chatting sports. Love the fact you come watch us. I do check out your program. I know you always send me the ad for it, and I check it out whenever I can. And it's great, man. There's a lot of great people out there, Jewel, doing great stuff that need more notoriety. And
yes,
that's what I always said, and people don't whine, but celebrities that have, podcasts or webcasts, you already have your in. Let us, little people, show you what we can do.
yeah. Unless they have something really cool and original, I don't know. Stick to your. I do love watching interviews though. That it's exciting. You know what I noticed? You did this before because I watched the old episode. I usually don't do that. I mean, sometimes when I think of it, but today I watched the old episode and you're like, "Oh, did you notice anything about the banner?" And you did it again tonight with the yellow and the black.
Oh, I know.
These colors.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I did it last time, and because you get certain colors to pick from, and you can kind of change the tone of the color.
Mm-hmm.
And I always look and I'm like, all right, let me get something that fits. I think when we had the BA sister thing, we're kind of a purplish, kind of sassy kind of color, and I'm like, all right, let me see. Sassy, because they are sassy. I said, let me see what I can do for bees. I'm like, okay, yellow. It was easy, and the lettering comes out black already.
Black
so
and
it's
yellow,
perfect.
black and yellow.
Black and yellow, black and yellow. Me and Jewel might have a big surprise coming to the O show in a few weeks. Something that we looked at today. Jewel's definitely on board with it. I'm on board. I think it's super cool. sometimes you just got to change things up and mix things up to make it more exciting. So it's something to keep your eye on. We'll definitely announce it when it comes up.
Jeff's getting a tattoo.
Oh, I definitely want a tattoo. It's definitely coming. My Target contract. It's definitely coming. But we want to do it on the air. And my wife's like, the chances are already getting. I'm sure there's tattoo artists out there who would like just this little bit of exposure being on the O show. I know I'm looking down. I'm actually watching Hannah eat paper. Hannah! What?
You better get that. She's gonna get sick.
She's got a look on her face like, yeah.
I'm like at my sister's, and her cat, she has 3 cats, and they do the weirdest shit. Like, they don't act like cats. Like, the one just carries a stuffed animal around like he's a dog.
That's
He's
not
like-
very cat-like. It's more like
That's
dog-like.
not. And the other one steals socks. I'm like puppies.
That's definitely her too. She loves socks and toys. And
Well, I thought that was
daddy
like a
belts.
female, like a motherly instinct. Like, I'm gonna get socks and make like a little nest. Oh, dear puppy.
She is too cute. She's so bad though, but you can't get mad at that face. Look at that
She
little
looks
face.
like she would have a French accent.
Oui, oui. Hello, and let me eat your socks.
Yeah. My name is Anna. And
My name is Anna. I like to
I
eat
like
paper.
papier.
I like to eat papier and socks. She's gorgeous.
Oh.
So let's do. I know a couple weeks ago, and we're going to do it on the show next week. If I can hold out, I'm getting more mystery box pops. They didn't arrive in time for the night
Ooh.
show. But I'm going to do a quick little man cave score. So I had some great finds this week. Went at the Columbus Flea Market this past Sunday. And there's some great Funko Pop vendors. First of all, Jewel, I have to announce that as of this moment, I have completed the Britney Spears Funko Pop set with my very last one.
Holy mother of
Circus
Lord.
Britney with the cowboy hat, the chase with the little microphone in her face. So this is it. I have completed the Britney set. I tell you what, the more I watch this young lady on Instagram, the less I'm going to collect her Funko Pops. She is one crazy chick. But I
You
love you.
can't say that.
Oh my God. I love her though. I love Britney. She's really nice. The environment brought her down, and I'm all for that.
For
From the
Britney.
new Thor Love and Thunder movie, the man getting all
Oh.
the praise, Christian Bale's Gore. Look at that baby. Woo-wee.
I had no
I've
idea
not seen-
Christian Bale was in it.
That he plays the villain, and it's getting rave reviews. Like, some people are calling it like the greatest villain in Marvel history. Like, that's
Wow.
big. I have not seen it yet.
I
Speaking of-
haven't either. I want to
Speaking
see
of Marvel-
that and Elvis and Jurassic Park.
I want to see Elvis too. I heard Elvis was good. My brother saw it. Jurassic Park was so bad.
I started watching it like illegally, but
You can't
Yeah.
say that either. Blacklight Scarlet Witch. Of course, we have another music one. Five Finger Death Punch and Knucklehead. Look at that. You see
oh,
the box is damaged if you see right there, but I had to have one. And these
that's
are like
really
this,
cool.
it's like
Where'd
a
you find
$30
that?
pop. I found it at Walmart. And
Really?
I guess people left behind because it was damaged. But if you look at the book value, it's like $30. It's got
Was
a
there only
5
one?
finger. Yeah, there was only one. It's
Mm,
got a 5 finger death point
I'll buy it off you.
shirt on and camouflage pants. I'll be on that. I'll look, see if I find another. 2 more. And one is one of the hottest Marvel characters, as a new series coming up will feature him. It's Adam Warlock. Special edition Adam Warlock. Very
Ooh.
cool. Box is cool. Very excited to see him like on screen and see how they make that
Is that from
character.
Black Adam?
No, Adam Warlock is
I
he
should
just
know
got him
this.
here like with Thor. I don't know
Thor?
exactly what film. Yeah, I'm not sure exactly what film he's going to be in, but he's
Hmm.
coming up. And even has, if you look, he's got the Thanos glove on there,
Oh,
the gauntlet.
I had no
Very
idea.
cool.
You gotta look out for a Shazam for me. I found Shazam.
Oh, I found it. I just bought a Shazam. They were cheap a little while back. Let me see if they're still up there because there's a glow in the dark Shazam.
Love
Which is
Shazam.
super cool.
And the new one's coming out.
Speaking of glow in the dark, one of my most sought after, I finally landed the Walgreens exclusive black suit Spider-Man glow in the dark. That is a great one. I
Whoa.
love this one. Oh, it's a super. I found it pretty reasonable too at the flea market, and I went with my buddy Christian, and the guy had it, and the guy that was selling them, he goes by the book, and then he reduces the price a little bit. I guess, which is cool. So my buddy Christian's like, I bet you get that for about $40. And I'm like, no way, dude. I think it's like 60 or 70 in the book. He's like, bet you get it for 40. Guy looks, scans it, give me 40. Yeah, he's like,
Wow.
my buddy Christian is like a guru of Funko Pops.
Well, what do you do? Because I only found one of this one character I really want, and it's like $80. Like, I'm not paying $80 for that. What do I
Which
do?
one is it?
Brack from Space Ghost Coast to Coast. It's
Okay.
like an old Cartoon Network show.
So you can do a couple things. Number one, you can go on eBay and try to join an auction, and sometimes you get lucky that it doesn't go as high. You might pay 40 or 50, maybe. Go on Mercari and make an offer. Send me the name of it. Maybe I'll go on Mercari, make some offers, try to lowball people a little bit. Or honestly, go to flea markets, and sometimes people are trying to sell them on the cheap, to move product. Because you got to keep in mind, sometimes these people buy them for $10, and then
Yeah.
the value goes way up, and they just want to get rid of them. So even if you got to, go out with one of your little jewel tank tops to get the makeup on, the long hair, and be like, I only want to pay 40. You never know.
I cannot haggle to save my life.
You flirt. Women don't have to haggle.
No,
They
I
have
can't
to
flirt. I can't flirt
Really?
either.
Come
So
on, man.
I am sunk.
Shit out of luck. But send me it. Send me a picture or whatever, and I'll see if I can look around and see what's out there. Because, like I said, you never know. That black suit, black light Spider-Man, I swear I'd never owned it, and I ran into it, and I'm like, wow. And my buddy's like, I'm telling you, man, you're going to get that at a good price. And I really did. And I had a dude on Instagram, because they're there every week, same people at the Columbus Flea Market, and they got such a great array of pops. So you never know. But don't forget, send me it. I love hunting down pops. I love the chase. I love the thrill of them.
I would love to pay $10 for what I
No,
want.
well, of course. Our dear sweet friend Lydia Manson has been hunting down the Lydia Dietz Funko Pops, and she has two. One's like $60, and one's like $200. And she's like, if you ever
Wow.
find them, and dude, I have been on a rampage trying to find one affordable. It's
Oh
tough.
my god. So we all hunkered down yesterday. It's my sister had surgery, so we're all like hunkered down. It was her birthday yesterday. Happy birthday, Sharon. And
Happy
we're like, we just need a movie. We need a movie the kids will watch, the adults will enjoy. Of course, we had to put on Beetlejuice.
Of course.
But we've been having, and then the kids are saying like, oh my god, that's Joyce, because they all watch Stranger Things.
Right.
So, yeah, they love Winona Ryder now. But we had a really good movie marathon going, because I haven't seen the movie Tombstone in so long. I'm like,
Really?
we have to put that on. It was
Great
like all
movie.
my sisters, and then and after that we needed a great follow-up movie. And I remember these movies on like in my house growing up all the time, but like I haven't seen them in ages. So I'm like, I've never like seen Last of the Mohicans like as an adult. So
Really?
put that on and got all in our feels. It was a great night. Some movie
All
magic.
in the fields. Hold on a second here. I got to. I found out part of our problem here tonight.
Oh my god. It's a Yosho behind the scenes sneak peek. I can't hear you.
I know. How about now?
Yes.
So the wasn't even plugged in. The cord was out and everything. The battery was died on me. Got a big sign that said batteries about, battery power low. Wow, we're really batting 1,000 here tonight. I hope tonight wasn't the night that Final Score decided to put us on
Oh yes.
the speaker thing.
Well, no, I don't
Wow.
even mind, because we have bees, and if they played bees, then we've done our job.
That's
It's
true.
literally all that makes me happy. Like,
That's
I
really
just
true.
love finding artists, and especially if they're undiscovered, and of course bees are like making it now. They're everywhere, getting all these accolades, recognition everywhere, playing big festivals. Like, they're doing their thing, and I just love finding people. I don't know, at the beginning of their career, there's something exciting about having that fresh talent and like exposing them to people. Like, listen to these guys, like they deserve to be listened to, and they're local. Like, are you kidding me? And then a couple years later they go to California and forget about us.
Like Brandon Messon. We miss you, bro. We don't hear a peep from you
Brandon.
anymore. Now you're out on the
Beat in the
coast.
wolf.
Yeah, I know,
Gail.
right?
She-
Gail's way too big for us now. Blows us
She-
off big time. Did you
Megastar.
see her last performance? She's like smashing guitar on stage. That was pretty cool, man.
She fucking rock star.
She's
Love
cool.
her.
She's a babe too. Love her. She was awesome, and it's just amazing. Well, you know, remember way back it was like, oh, this is one of my first interviews. Now she's on like Jimmy Fallon. Like,
Yeah.
jeez,
We were the first.
right?
Crazy.
We were first for Troy David Hendrickson, and
Yep.
he keeps getting bigger and bigger, and I love that. And
hmm
and
He's gonna like have his own show soon.
he's amazing. He's just hilarious, and I always watch his clips and his stuff, and even his everyday life is funny. Like some of the stuff
Yeah.
he posts in everyday life is just hilarious, and we love him. He's always been a great guest, very kind to the show. He's been a little harder to get on now. He has so much, especially in the summer. He is a busy dude in the summertime.
Yeah, for sure. Well, he has Tour de Shore. What is it called? It's called something. Tour down the shore. That's it. In the Dorder, in the Bearder.
Speaking of shore,
It's so funny. Like, whatever. We know. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Sorry.
no, we're good. I don't even know why I'm going to take a second to do this, but everybody knows about the iced tea craze. Seattle iced tea.
yeah.
Now Wawa's got theirs, and
Right.
of course I drink the Surfside. So I ventured out, and I found Seattle spiked iced tea lemonade. I guess like an Arnold Palmer.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to tell you, this is freaking terrible. It tastes
Really?
like, it tastes like tin. It's like the lemonade taste is so artificial. You don't get any iced tea. It's not even. It's like a tin taste, and yeah, it's not working.
I saw those guys on Fox 29. They have a little shop down there. I don't like teas. I don't like twisted tea. I can maybe have like one or half of one. That's like way too much sugar. I cannot. I know they have light, but
Yeah.
it's still a shit ton of sugar.
And the funny thing, when we went to the concert the other night, like we're outdoors, it's a little warm, even though the rain cooled off. It was warm. So I started out with like an IPA. I'm like, all right, that's not bad. And they're
All
like,
heavy.
and right, and they're like, another round of drinks. I'm like, you know what? Give me a twisted tea, thinking that's gonna be cold and refreshing.
Yeah.
It's like a sugar bomb, dude.
Yeah.
It's like an alcohol induced sugar bomb, and I'm just like, oh, because I don't
The
drink
only-
them that often.
The only way to do it is a Long Island iced tea because you only need one.
Truth.
Yeah.
Truth. I do like the Surfside one though, because not a lot of sugar. They're not overbearing. I don't have any left. I just have an empty can from last week's show.
I'm actually drinking beer tonight. I don't know the last time I drank beer, so I'll probably
Out of
have a
a
headache
straw.
tomorrow.
Nevertheless, how about that? Yeah, well,
That's so
I wake
fun.
up every Wednesday with a hangover. Let's hit some topics real quick. We're already at like 9:30. We haven't done a single topic. We have some, of course. We
We had
said.
a great show. You know, all things aside, like
I know,
I'm
despite all
having
the
fun.
disaster, we've had a great show so far. And this jewel jumps off the page at me because I have talked about it, I have griped about it, and now I think I'm probably getting my due diligence. Taco Bell has announced the permanent return of the Mexican pizza. That's right, it's no longer a limited
Ooh.
time. It's no longer selling out. Roosevelt Boulevard, Taco Bell, talking to you. It's no longer sold out every day. Mexican pizza making its return. You said you never had it, correct?
I never had it. No,
Wow.
and I love Taco Bell. Try not to eat it a lot, but
Same.
yeah, I think I have to at least have the Mexican pizza once.
Try the Mexican pizza. It's I think it's really good. It's something very different about it. It may not blow your mind, but I'm just such a big fan, and I missed it, and now I heard it's going to be back permanently. Good job for the folks at Taco Bell. Kenan Thompson, longtime running member of the Saturday Night Live clan, said that there was hints, rumors, and possibility that the show will finally end after its 50th year on the air. Creator Lauren Michaels has talked about backing out, and just the project as a whole finally being put to bed. For my money, I haven't watched legitimately in about the last 10 to 15 years. I don't know about you. Are you a fan still? Is there anything funny in it anymore?
I watch like every episode, and I always
Really?
catch the replay. It's on Hulu, so yeah, I always watch it. If I have nothing to watch, I'll put it on. I'll watch old reruns of it. Like, I love Saturday Night Live. But I don't know. I'm always hopeful of the new people that come in,
Right.
but I don't know. After Kate McKinnon and A.D. Bryant and Pete Davidson left, and now Keenan's been like a staple for like a long
Right.
time. And
It's like
without
it's like the modern day Tim Meadows. Tim Meadows on for like 20
yeah,
seasons.
that's true. But without Lauren, I don't think it would be the same show. It could always be redone, but I think it's kind of sad. Like, it's sketch comedy. Like, any way you slice it, it's got a place. Like Mad TV, that could still be on. I don't know why that ended. It wasn't as funny as Saturday Night Live. I don't think they didn't have celebrities and all that. But and the musical guests, like, I always look forward to seeing my people on Saturday Night Live. So that sucks. I mean, it's been our whole lifetimes, of just being on, and I don't know. I thought I had, or I was close. Oh yeah, I was close to winning tickets, and it was Eminem. I was
Oh
18.
my god! Wow,
Could you imagine? I was 18, and I almost won tickets to see Eminem on Saturday Night Live.
that would have
How
been insane.
much I could have, yeah, died happy.
Oh my
But I don't know. Like, I guess it was sad, but I feel like it could be brought back at a different. And it's funny to see celebrities in that element too, because it forces them. Maybe you think someone is not so funny, and they go into that and they try something, and because it's hard. Like, it's a full week of just grueling schedules and being on time, and then performing live is a whole other animal. So
It'd be weird to imagine Saturday Night without it. Like I said, I don't watch it as often. And
yeah,
but like I said, like the people who you don't assume are funny that can be funny, and then people
yeah,
that are funny to go over the top and blow it out of the water, like Jim Carrey. Like his appearances always gain such great appeal because he's always just
yeah.
goes above and beyond and just always knocks it out of the park. So we'll see. The rumor is after 50 years is going to come to an end. We shall see.
And how
A lot
many
of great
careers
memories.
did that start? Like, could you
Oh,
imagine not having Will Ferrell? Because I couldn't. I love him.
right, like the Will Ferrells of the world, even like the long time legends like the Bill
Mike
Murrays and
Myers,
Mike Myers, and I mean there's so many, and even
Chris
the
Farley.
stretch, they had a stretch where they had like name comedians on, like they did Billy Crystal was on, and Martin Short, and like
Steve
Harry Shearer
Martin.
and all that had like a season where they were all on together, and that was really good. Steve Martin was like a regular. Andy Kaufman was a regular. So just man, there's so
Yeah, there's
many
nothing like
people.
those old episodes, and
Oh,
I
I
was the
agree.
biggest Martin Short fan. Oh my god, I used to watch that cartoon. Do you remember his cartoon? It was well, it
Yes,
was a skit. It was Ed Grimley skit, and then the cartoon. They still have it on YouTube. We actually just watched it like a few weeks ago, but it's funny. That was my dude.
Ted Grimley was good, and the Jackie Rogers Jr. the $100,000 jackpot wad where he would come out like the albino with the and do the freaky dance. He's he's odd, but he's funny.
Yeah. Do you watch
Definitely.
the Murders in the Building?
No,
It's good. It's good. I like Selena Gomez too. She's a talented little thing.
town. She's a talented little thing. Um, Blink 182. We talked about it last week, and the band pretty much came out and said Blink 182 news. There's no news, according to the band. No new tour dates, no new music, no band changing, no nothing. They come out and said that you want to know what we got right now in the news? We have nothing. So Blink 182, nothing in the near future, no reunions, no guys leaving the band, no new music, no new tours, no nothing. Jewel, I'm pretty much running out of Blink 182 gas. I talk about them a lot,
You know.
and it just seems like nothing's happening.
I know. Well, what are you gonna do? They have to make. They have to make it happen. So it stinks. That's happened with so many people. I'm like a fan of like, just give me something.
Right.
And then they give you something. You're like, I don't want this. I wanted something else.
Can you give me something else?
Something I like.
Right.
Please.
I don't want to know about aliens. I don't know. Don't want to know about guys who don't want to be in the band. I
Yo,
don't want to
Tom
know
knows
about.
his stuff. I don't even want to.
He does though, and you know, And that's it, like they're saying like Tom pretty much is like, yeah, I'm back in the band. And they're all like, no, that
was-
didn't happen.
I will tell you, I only watched like 3 Joe Rogan interviews, and Tom DeLonge was one of them. And the shit he got away with saying on that interview was like wild.
I gotta
I
go
watched
back and watch
his-
it now.
Elon Musk and Kanye.
I watched the Elon Musk one, also part of that one. I watched, and it's funny, I watched the James Hetfield one. I always bust on it because they talked about, no offense to the band, but they talked about like bees for like an hour.
Bees.
And I'm like, okay, this
We
is
talked about
boring.
bees for an hour.
Yeah, but we talk about good bees. We're talking about regular stupid bees, not our
Bees.
bees. And I don't know, it doesn't work for me.
Come on, want to do a promo? All right, we got the promo girls here.
We need a promo. Let's do a promo. Tell the folks out there
Come on, man.
what to do.
Come on. Aw,
Oh, she's shy.
so
tonight.
much camera shy. All right, hit it.
Make sure you hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications in the face, but don't break your screen. It's a warning. Do not. And make sure you turn on notifications and hit the subscribe button. And if it's red, make it gray. And yeah. And my channel
Yeah,
and
what's your channel? Yeah, what's your channel?
just ring the bell
Seriously,
It's in the
please,
works.
wait.
in the works.
Works. Thanks, Bug. Thanks for popping on this time.
Well done. I think we're gonna get her tonight. She got a little camera shy on us all of a sudden.
Oh, yeah. Well, you got on once. It was good. We said hi. No, sure.
Mm.
Oh, I was going to say, yeah. I'll tell Doc to join the bees. I think he'd be right up her alley. She could drum. Put her
Oh,
as
yeah?
a drummer. Yeah, why not?
Why not? That'd be freaking awesome.
How
Yeah.
good. That's what I'm saying. Like, she's so talented at so many instruments. Like, every Christmas I buy this girl an instrument, and she masters every one. Like,
Wow.
could you imagine just being able to pick up anything and play it? I know. It's unbelievable.
No,
So,
I tried. We've talked
put the
about
word
my
out.
drum lesson. We talked about my drum lesson ventures. It did not go well. Oy vey. This
I would
drink
love to
is
play
terrible. I gotta
drums.
drink some. Now you can't get rid of her. First we had to beg her. Now she's like a parrot on your shoulder.
well, they're like, what are they called? Who's a dynamic duo? Tom and Jerry?
Tom and Jerry, I like that. Bear Rain's back in the house.
Yes, I get to be
What up,
called
boss-
boss girl again.
Boss girl. She is the boss girl. She knows she's got a little head banging going on there.
Oh yeah, boss girl in the house. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
This was interesting, and I don't know if you're familiar with these guys. I've seen it before. It's, so Dude Perfect. I don't know if you've ever seen this. They're going to host NFL games on Amazon. So Dude Perfect is like these dudes, and they do all these different stunts on like YouTube and all that. And it's pretty neat. They do like, all kind of decent tricks. And now with Amazon picking up some NFL games this year, they're going to have the guys from Dude Perfect host some games. Kind of a neat thing, a neat little sketch thing. I think maybe the Yo Show should host an Amazon football game. What do you think?
Football game?
Yeah, why not?
You get to play?
Yeah, I gotta host it. I mean,
Oh,
on
I
Amazon.
want to play.
Okay, we could do that too. There was a lingerie football league, and I still speak to a few of those ladies from back in the day, like Jamie Jacobson, who was just one of the coolest people on earth, and definitely was an interesting time in my life doing contests and all with them. Cool
I
bunch. It
forgot
was-
you did that. Yeah,
yeah, I enjoyed that, and
I'm sure you did.
well, I mean, they were cool. They were really cool about it. It was fun, and everybody got into it, and a lot of smack talk. And there's stories about that they've been tight-lipped about. I heard it's actually pretty violent. Like dudes watching, like, yeah, it's just a bunch of girls running around in their underwear. Nah, it's a pretty violent game, very rough game, a lot of
Yeah.
injuries. So yeah, definitely.
I love how
something cool.
they think about that. Just all women's sports. Like they go just as hard. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear it. Even roller derby. That shit is tough. They get knocked out and everything else. I don't understand why
I've been
women's
trying to
sports
get.
don't get respect.
I found, I think, one or two women on Amazon. Wow, on Jesus Christ, Instagram, who are roller derby girls. I tried to get them on the show. I want to interview some roller derby people.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to talk about that because that is wild. And people are good, it's fake, and that's brutal. Like, wrestling's fake. We talked about that. Wrestling's fake. That's brutal. I wouldn't want to take some of those hits.
They get hit. Like,
Yeah,
I can
man.
skate and I think it's cool as shit, but I would not. I don't know. I don't want to lose a tooth or anything.
I feel you. And, definitely possible. Last week, again, we're going to rehash. We talked about pro golfer Paige Spiranac and her cutting edge outfit she wore while golfing. This week, she has stated, and she got heat for it again, but she said she hides her relationship status because she doesn't want to lose male fans and followers. And, you've heard it like in the past, like bartenders tell their bartenders if they're females, like don't tell them you got a boyfriend. This way, guys will think they can get you, and they spend more money. And I guess it works for this too. Like you want the followers, you want the fans, you want people to spend their money on your merchandise, so you tell them you're single. Do you buy this as being a selling point? Do you think it changes how you look at somebody if they have a significant other?
Yeah, and they've always done this, and they do it for guys too. Like boy bands, they're like, keep your relationships tight-lipped. I mean, especially if they're gay, like, you know what I mean? Like, you will lose followers if you're with someone and you put it out there. And you could see that. You could see that today with the likes and everything. You can have a couple together, like, that artist or whatever with their significant other, and it will get half the views that they will get by themselves, like a selfie of them. So, yeah, it's a tactic. That's what I try to do. I just tell everyone I'm single. But
just like me, everybody.
keep it on the DL. It's fine. Let the male viewers come in. But no, it's definitely been a tactic for men and women.
That's like a new approach. Jewel, like, yeah, like.
Keep that shit tight-lipped. I don't know.
Right? Oh my God, that's too much. But I mean, and she's, again, like I said, she's very beautiful. She's an excellent golfer, and yeah, she does wear the sexy clothing. But like, I'm a married man, so if she's got a boyfriend or whatever, I'll still follow the way I do. I'm not gonna like dedicate my life to her, but I watch her stuff, and I'm social media on Instagram and all that. But
I don't think it's right if she's, calling the shot. I don't know. Usually it's like your manager or something saying like, "Oh, don't do this." But if you're saying that, if I'm with someone, I'm proud of it, like I'm going to showcase the hell out of it. So,
truth.
and I feel like the partner would feel some type of way if you didn't talk about them at all or said you were single. Like it's kind of a slap in the face.
A little bit. My wife does it all the time. Such a slap in the face. Me, I'm single. Oh, man. Great stuff. Well, we already killed all the topics. What happened there? Killing
I
it.
had a topic. I
Give
don't
me
know
what a
what it was.
topic. Give me something. Give me something to work with.
Oh, so I was looking up the price gouging again, and apparently everyone's doing it. Like it's not just a Bruce thing; it's an
Yeah.
Adele thing, it's a Lady Gaga thing. There was a good article about it, and I lost it. But yeah, what? Like it's still not being fixed though. So what are we to do?
As I said, at what point does it get to be as a concert goer, you pack it in? And there really is none. It's one of those things that they do have you over a barrel with, kind of like cable. When people are like, "Oh, I'm getting rid of Comcast, going to Verizon." Wow, my bill went up. Yeah, no kidding, because they know you're going to one of them. And that's the thing with tickets. You're only buying tickets either from a scalper or from like a Live Nation, etc.
Yeah. I
I don't really think they care that much. Are they that hurt? No, because people will pay it. People will still go. You're not going to have empty arenas.
Right. And Live Nation is totally monopolizing the game, so people feel like they have to cheat it. Like it's one tower, so you got to take it down. I think
We
it was
love
John
Live Nation.
Landau. Yeah, right. John Landau said that being the artist that Bruce is, maybe not $5,000, but like a $200 ticket for today's rate and inflation. I mean, that's better than $5,000. He said anything over $1,000 is ridiculous, but yeah,
It's
I
true.
mean, who's got the money though? Like, who's got
I'll
the
have it.
money to do that? I mean, everything is up. It's really who's got it, who doesn't anymore. It's pretty scary. 'Cause
I
there's so
agree. I
much
mean, and when you
demand
think
and
about
no
it, you can
supply.
turn around for $7 measly. You can go up to Love Draft Brewing in Mechanicsburg, PA, and see Nail Bite and
Mm-hmm.
Sepsis this Sunday night.
Right?
$7 for a ticket.
Yeah.
That's great fun right there. Oh,
And that's going to happen too. Like, no one's going to want to see these big names if that's what you're charging.
I agree. Yeah, I definitely agree
It's
with
just
that. Like,
insane to
that's
sit in the
ridiculous.
same seat in the same venue a year later. Like, that's what you're going to charge. I don't know. It's not the artist's fault though. Like, it's really not. And people are blaming Bruce. Like, oh, what is he going to do?
I know, right? And, self-promoted. We get self-promoters on here. They tell you what a bear it is. I can't see a guy like Bruce doing his own. I'm gonna go out and promote my own concert.
Oh my God, he was
Bruce's,
just at the
Bruce's
Wonder
Facebook.
Bar. He was just walking the streets of Asbury Park. Like, why am I never there when he's there? I'm just going to go there and just stay there until he
think he
comes
knows.
there. I think he knows.
I think he knows not to be there. Let's talk about what's coming up on the Yo Show in about 10 minutes to go, Jewel, because just so much great stuff is coming up. And I did the graphic, and I think I'm now missing people from the graphic because so many people are still scheduled to come on. So let's do the banner. And we'll start out with what's coming up before we announce a return of another great artist. Next week, we're joined by a terrific actress, an absolutely beautiful woman, and we had talked for months. Finally nailed down a date. We're going to talk about a brand new project. It's Caitlin Weiler will be on the program. We're very excited for that. August 16th, two of the original members of the band Collective Soul are in a brand new project called Mojo Moji. They'll all be on our program August 16th. Very excited about that. August 23rd, tell your friends, tell your family, tell your enemies, tell your boss, tell anybody you may know. August 23rd, right here on the Yo Show, it is the incredible new band, Hollywood Gods and Monsters. Our dear friend from Philly, Rachel Bello, her new project, along with Diggity Dave and Chris Aragon, and Travis, formerly of Steel Panther, and just an all-star band. Very unique sound. They do a mashups, and they're incredible, super cool band, super cool dudes. They'll be on our program August 23rd, Hollywood Gods and Monsters. August 30th, a great one that Jules looking for very much forward to. WMMR's own Sydney Taylor will be with us, also a metal rock chick podcaster as well, and a great DJ at our local radio station, WMMR, Sydney Taylor, on the program. September 6th, from the great project Ladies Who Rock for a Cause, Sharon Leah, of course, also from the Sharon Leah Band. A new one we just announced, September 13th, from Nashville, country star Savannah Lee. She's adorable, Jewel. Can't wait to have her on the program. That is the 13th of September. We're not done. A couple more new ones just announced. September 20th, rock star Sergio Michel will be in our program. Came to us from the BA Sisters. They said, hey, check out this show. And he messaged music. Hey, how's it like a hardcore rock star on your show? And I'm like, yeah, man. September 20th, Sergio Michel. September 27th, this one's for the ladies. A very attractive young man. He is a model. He's also a pop singer and dancer. Scott Gardner will be on the program, brought to us from the great people at Impact and Beatrice Kimmel. Scott is got a lot of great stuff to talk about. Can't wait to have him on. That one was just lined up on October 4th, Jewel. Somebody who missed the last time around because there was a switch of evening at the last minute. But the amazing local singer and absolute sweetheart and superstar in the making, Laura Cheadle, comes back to the Yo Show on October 4th. I cannot wait for any of this. I'm so excited for all of it, Jewel. Hit me with it, man.
It's just jam packed, and that's amazing. Yes, I'm so excited to see Laura finally. And man, what a lineup! Going out to the summer, bringing in the fall. We are jam packed and kicking it off. And then you might see our faces around town too. So super exciting.
You very well might. We got to get our faces around town, and of course, I'm going to mention it again. It's Ladies Who Rock for a Cause, and the lineup this year is just sensational. Live Saturday, October 8th at Constadters, Northeast Philadelphia. Sharon Lee, of course, will run this great project. Taylor Dane, Tiffany, Jennifer Page, Kick It Out, tribute to Heart. All expect to be there. Sharon Lee band will perform. Get your tickets, man. Some VIP tickets are still available as well to meet some of these great guests. It's a terrific cause. They got awesome, super cool merchandise. Sharon is a sweetheart, a rock star, a super hard-working lady. Somebody definitely deserves a check out that. Also, we're coming near this season. October it ends. Comedy on the Creek. They got the playoffs now. They're going into the playoffs. Get your tickets. ComedyOnTheCreek.com. It's dinner, a comedy show for 45 hours right up here in my neck of the woods in Levittown. Jewel, the comedians are hilarious. The food is amazing. Brought to you by Blue Monkey Catering. My good friend Andrew and his girlfriend Jess do a terrific job at running that Comedy on the Creek. It's just another thing to do in the Langhorne area. As Jewel said, we're working on some projects getting our faces out there as well.
Yes, very exciting. Have
Very
to
sad.
get to Comedy on the Creek though. So excited.
Yeah, you got to get there. Like I said, we're going to try and get to the finals. And, Andrew just loves, and he even says, like, I like when you come, I like putting you up front. You got that infectious laugh, and you heckle nice, and, we have a good time. It's a
nice.
blast. And if you haven't seen it and they're already looking to get into a bigger venue for next year, because they sell out every week, and they just want more people on board. And the great chef Scott Clark of Blue Monkey Catering does a terrific job with the dinners. It's a nice meal, and it's definitely worth it. I said $45. You bring your own booze, you laugh. There's 6, 7 comedians. Terrific food, definitely worth it. Jewel, have to check it out with us sometime very soon. We got a lot of Yo 2.0 stuff coming out. I didn't do the banner for that, but we got some great artists coming on the Yo 2.0 as well. It's our Wednesday night show. We did it to kind of bring in everybody we want, because so many people are trying to get on the show, and so many people were trying to get on the show. So it's a Wednesday night thing. We bring in other guest hosts and kind of introduce people to the podcast world. We don't have Jewel. We miss Jewel, of course, when she's not here, but we love her, and she watches and appreciates. And there's just so much great stuff coming up, Jewel, for the Yo Show in the very near future.
Yes, I'm so excited. One of these times I'll pop in Yo Show 2.0.
You could be like the actual special guest, because you're like a superstar.
Oh my God, interview me. That'd be.
I would love to. I would definitely love to do that sometime.
I'm good. You
Yeah,
won't get enough of me
like
on
when we
Tuesday
had
nights.
Jimmy Star and Ron on, and Jimmy asked a question. Ron's like, "You don't interview them; it's their show." He's like, "I can do whatever I want." I'm like, "No, please interview us." Like getting interviewed by Jimmy Star is like that's massive, dude.
Yeah.
That's like a dream.
It's pretty cool.
So he started asking questions, and him and Ron are just a hilarious duo. I mean, they're very endearing, and I love seeing their posts. They're a great couple. They're also hilarious. They also do a great job at the Jimmy Star Show. They have such awesome guests, and I will always take a minute out to kiss that man's ass on my program. He's a legend.
Yes. And they came on our show, on the 200th show. What a cool night.
That was something I definitely wanted to have. When we got to 200, and I said to Drew, I'm like, I don't really know what we're going to put together, but it was always on my mind to get Jimmy and Ron on here and thank them, really, for kind of introducing us to this style of platform that they've been doing for years, and just like the vintage, the beginning of the podcast, the webcast, the interviews of great stars. So, had to pay homage. Jewel's just as much a star as everyone that has ever been on the show. Interview her. Absolutely.
You're
Next week.
nice.
Tomorrow night on Yo 2.0, we sit down with Jewel Tatey of the Yo Show.
So interesting.
Yeah, so you're interesting. We love you. And we love everybody that tunes in. A massive thank you to Mike and Adam from the band Bees tonight. Absolutely incredible. Or shall I say, Bees! You got really laid out. That's how it actually is pronounced. And check them out. I thought I had it typed out, but I don't. But I'll hit you with it again. Friday night, August 5th, Elephant Talk Indie Music Fest at the Watering Hole Cafe, 6494 Weymouth Road, Mays Landing, New Jersey. And Saturday the 6th at Dawson's Street Pub, 100 Dawson Street, Philly. Check out the awesome band Bees. Go to the website below, www.beesphilly.com, and check out the new video game. Check out the new music, Apple Music, Spotify, etc. So massive thanks to Bees. A gigantic thanks to Jewel Tatey, who despite having to relocate, still came on tonight. A little shaky in the beginning, but made it work. I think a lot of the static got out of my thing too. I don't know
Yeah,
how,
thank God.
but I know, right? It was an awful start. It was kind of like, who do we have on that one time? It was an absolute static disaster. Before we did video, it was an audio, and somebody we really wanted to get on, and it was just a disaster. Just,
That happens. Well,
happens.
if everything didn't go wrong, it wouldn't be live.
True. Neat thing the other day when I was out at a party and we're talking about the show, and somebody like goes to the Facebook page and like, wait a minute, whoa, isn't that the guy from Shameless? I'm like, yeah, like he was on your show. I'm like, yeah, man, like, yeah, sure. What are you kidding me? Of course he was on.
I know, it's so funny. And I was just talking about the show. I'm like, we don't need editing. Sometimes we
right?
probably need editing. But we don't find out until it's too late. So you get what you get. And you don't get upset.
Exactly. We like it live. I and I a lot,
Yeah,
and we have
same.
static, and my wife's bitching at me through text messages like, God, it's a lot of static. Thank you, darling.
Yeah, feel better, Cass.
Yeah, absolutely. I know. I agree. Feel better is right. Very unfortunate. And she's telling me what she's trying to do, what she's going to do tomorrow. Look, what you got to do is rest. I'll probably be sleeping in the studio tonight. Make sure I don't catch anything. I definitely don't need that. So let's get the hell out of here. It is 10 o'clock. We're right on time. Massive thanks, of course, as I said before, to Jewel Tatey. Jewel, I know you got a lot going on. Prayers go out to your sister and your whole family. I love you guys. I love you guys like family of my own. You're very dear to me, and so is anybody related to you. It means the world to have you here, and I love it. I love doing this. Big ratings with me, Robert Perini, and Mario Berlingeri. I don't know about that, Evan Horn. That sounds like a disaster, but you never know. We'll give it a try sometime. Let's get the hell out of here with St. Ricketts. It is where fire cannot burn at www.stricketts.com. The guys promised me new music. I think I'll start sending out some emails because I was expecting new music by now from St. Ricketts.
Better hurry up, St. Ricketts. We'll have Bees replace you.
That's right. They'll come up with a new catchy little number. Nah, but I adore this. And I'm scooting it ahead. What the hell? Man, that was a mess. All right, we're ready to get out of here? I guess we are. I already took us off the screen. So, good night, everybody. Let's get some St. Ricketts and let's get some treats and let's turn up the volume. And all right, we'll see you next Tuesday with Caitlin Wilder.
Woo.
Goodbye.
Good night.
Bye.
Was it truly blessed and the taste of it poison deeper than you frozen deeper than you know. Kindly answer this. Was the point of it just to reach new heights of low? So